Well, here we are in southeast Raleigh, and we're going to fix a stream down here in the Walnut Creek watershed. Well, this is a residential area, and you can see the stream. So over in this direction is the belt line, the Raleigh belt line, and over in this direction is Walnut Creek. So we're in the Walnut Creek watershed. This is about a 250 or 300 acre watershed, cutting down through an older community here, and you can see the point bar, the sand, lots of flow off the highway here, and it's cutting out this bank. And you can see here. So what we're going to do today, we have a workshop today. We're going to cut this bank down, regrade it, staying out of the water. We're going to put in some matting that's over here on the trailer. Going to stake it down, put down some native seed mix, and we're going to mat it with some coir, and we're going to create a no-mow zone right here. You can see how much erosion we have. So we're going to show you how that's done. Okay, here's our progress so far. We're cutting the bank down, just using hand tools, trying to stay out of getting too much soil below ordinary high water. It's nearly impossible to do, but we don't want to have too much come in, so we have people at the bottom, people at the top, taking this back. Ideally a 3-to-1 or 4-to-1 slope is best, but we're not going to be able to do that all along here. But this is about the size and scope of the project. And so next, after we get this bank raked out, we're going to seed it with a native seed mix, then straw, and then we'll show you how we mat it. Here is the next step completed. So the bank's been laid back, and we've put down native seed mix and some rye grain, not ryegrass, rye grain, and now we're strawing it. Not too thick. This is perfect, where we got some daylight showing through, because that seed needs sunlight to germinate. So you can see now this is the step just before we put the matting down. Now we have the next step completed. We have the coir matting put in on the area that we destabilized and resloped. It comes down then looped back, so we're at the edge of ordinary high water here. And we have it staked in on the leading edge, and then at the top about every 4 to 6 feet, at the bottom about every 2 to 3 with hardwood stakes. Again, sloped upstream so that the matting doesn't pull off. And we're completing that. That'll protect the seed and the straw, and now we're going to live stake. So now we're on the final step. We have the live stakes going in. This one I wanted to show you. So that's probably about halfway in. We want to have about maybe 6 to 8 inches showing. So all of these need to go in a little bit more. This one's good here. That's great. And we start at the edge of water, right here, ordinary high water. And I would say 2 feet, maybe 1 foot, 2 foot up. Up here it's going to be more droughty, so we are not going to see as good survivability on the live stakes. So we're concentrating in that zone 1, right by the edge. We show you the bank over here. Okay, so you can see how, especially the leading edge, we've loaded up the stakes here in zone 1. So that's the next step. Now, the last step, and we're not going to do that now, we're in February, but we would create about a 10-foot no-mow zone up in this area and down where everybody's standing, down bank. And up here, we'll put our more drought-tolerant species, natives like Rebecca, Virginia sweetspire, of course, native plants, native grasses rather, like panicum, switchgrass, maybe river birch, small trees, and we will put that up and create a no-mow zone. So the grass roots are only about 3 or 4 inches deep. We want to create deep-rooted perennials up here, and those roots will go down for feet. We put those natives in. Everybody's doing a good job here. So the plan would be to come back later when we're in the spring and summer and put container plants and some of these natives up here, more drought tolerant, and hopefully these live stakes will take. But we've got, the good news is the bottom of the bank is protected, and we've got some matting on top of that.